Hello and welcome to this special edition of the Public Square, where we engage with voices shaping diplomacy, development, and public policy in our region. Today we are honored to be joined by His Excellency Mr. Andonis Madritis, the High Commissioner of the Republic of Cyprus to Botswana, based in Pretoria, South Africa. His Excellency's mission has seen renewed momentum in Cyprus-Southern Africa relations, with growing diplomatic, cultural, and economic engagements. Only recently, the government of Cyprus extended a generous hand of friendship to Botswana by presenting a consignment of essential medicines and medical supplies to the Ministry of Health, an act that not only reaffirms Cyprus's solidarity, but also strengthens the bonds of partnership between our two countries. We are pleased to have His Excellency with us to share his insights and perspectives on Cyprus's role in the region, his mission's priorities, and his hopes for the future of cooperation between our nations. Your Excellency, welcome to the Public Square.
Keleboha, thank you very much indeed.
You are very welcome. Tell me, how do you describe the current state of diplomatic relations between Cyprus and Botswana?
Very good, and why not? I would start to say excellent, because we have so many things in common. The two countries have been colonies, British colonies. We are members, both countries of Commonwealth. And historically, we have developed traditionally we have excellent diplomatic relations. And of course, my mission is to strengthen even more the relations between the two countries. If you allow me, as you said, I'm based in Pretoria, resident in Pretoria. But I am Ambassador, High Commissioner, as we say, for 11 countries here in Southern Africa, so it's quite difficult, as you see. I've been almost everywhere, and this is my fourth time in Botswana. I haven't been anywhere else. I mean, apart from South Africa, it's the only country I visited 4 times till now, and hopefully I will be back in September, because we're expecting more medical aid to be delivered to the authorities of Botswana. And at the same time, we will welcome also a delegation from Cyprus, some doctors. I mean, these people responsible, this foundation that is responsible for this medical aid, they are coming mid-September here in Botswana.
Okay, that's good. And along the same line, what would you say are the key milestones in Cyprus-Southern Africa relations in recent years?
Southern Africa in general?
Yes, even Southern Africa, or even SADC countries, if you like.
Well, I prefer to refer on the countries that I'm accredited to. If you allow me, I will mention them.
Yeah, sure,
the
go
countries,
ahead.
Starting from east, it's Mauritius, Madagascar, South Africa, Lesotho, Eswatini, Namibia, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Botswana, Malawi, and Mozambique. And as I told you, I've been almost everywhere. I'm still waiting for Madagascar anyway. Hopefully I will go there soon to present my credentials as well. In Botswana, I was here last year, February, to present my credentials. I came in a few weeks' time for the ambassador's annual meeting during the former president.
Yes.
I came 2 weeks ago when we were expecting this medical aid to come here, and once again I am here, and I'm expected to meet your Minister of Health. Now, about the milestones, let me tell you that, well, my country is quite small. Yours as well, but take into consideration the size. It's a huge country, though your population is about 2.2 as far as I know. Cyprus is 1.2. And it's a small island. Actually, it's the third biggest island in Mediterranean Sea, located in Eastern Mediterranean. I have to tell you that we were a British colony, and we have a fierce battle against the colonial rule to gain our independence. Cyprus became immediately member of the non-aligned movement, and since then, Cyprus helped a lot African, I mean sub-Saharan nations to gain their independence against the colonial rule and against apartheid. We were very, very involved. Not only African countries, Southeast Asian, etc., but I'm talking about this region of the world. The founding father of the Republic of Cyprus and first president of our country was Archbishop Makarios.
Yes, I remember.
Quite well known. Do you remember at that time were some great leaders like Nehru and then Indira Gandhi, Jomo Kenyatta, and Julius Nyerere, Tito of the ex-Yugoslavia, Nasser of Egypt, etc. And actually, I'm thrilled when I mention these names. So, though we were a small country, we contributed a lot in the international arena, Commonwealth, non-aligned movement, General Assembly of the United Nations, to fight for the independence and the sovereignty of the African nations. Specifically about Southern Africa, because Makarios died in 1975. We have another historic leader of Cyprus, the founding, the first president and also historic leader of the Socialist Party of Cyprus, Dr. Lissaridis, who was very close friend to Neto and Machel of Angola and Mozambique. He was very, very close friend to these two leaders. Still now, they remember him. And I was excited. Also, he was friend with Sam Najoba.
Yes, in Namibia.
Of Namibia, yeah. And when I presented my credentials last year as well to Namibia, I met the then foreign minister. Now she's the president of the country.
Yes.
The former minister of foreign affairs. Yes, now she's a lady president of Namibia. And when we met, she told me, Cyprus is always in my heart because I was twice in Cyprus, invited by Dr. Lissaridis, because at that time, Dr. Lissaridis, the socialist leader, was vice president of AAPSO, who was an international organization for solidarity with Africa and Southeast Asia. So he invited many freedom fighters from Southern Africa to Cyprus. So I was quite excited, after so many years.
Yes.
These people are still grateful to, though it's a small country,
but they're still grateful too.
Yes, they are grateful for our help to these countries and the people of these countries for gaining their independence. And again, I was quite excited when I went 1 year ago to Lusaka, to Zambia, to present my credentials. And since, it's very important everywhere to go and meet the culture and the people, apart from the authorities. Because if you allow me, what is my mission primarily is people-to-people relations.
That's right.
Not only government officials and departments, but also the people. So everywhere I go, the first thing I'm doing is to visit museum, to meet the culture of the people. And I went to the National Museum of Lusaka. And Makarios was also very good friend with Kenneth Kaunda, the first president of Zambia. And he visited Zambia and Lusaka, and they still have his photo there.
Oh, really? In the museum?
Yeah. In the museum, along with local people, enjoying the culture and the customs of the people.
That's right.
So it is very, very important. And of course, I visited during my first visit, your museum, which, as far as I know, is still under renovation.
It's under renovation,
but
yeah.
hopefully, when they inaugurate the museum, I will be invited.
Thank you for that background. Let's fast forward to today. Cyprus is becoming an attractive destination for higher education. Are there scholarship opportunities for Botswana citizens in that regard?
Yes, of course. But if you allow me, not only for Botswana, because before coming here, I was director of African department.
Oh, okay.
And gradually, we are giving scholarships to sub-Saharan countries, young people, students, to go and study to Cyprus at the same time. As parenthesis, if you allow me, Cyprus is a member of the European Union, so there are many also European programs like Erasmus, etc. I'm sure, because my EU counterpart, she's very active in Botswana, and I'm sure from time to time she's informing the proper authorities of the country. But yes, we are giving, as I told you, gradually bursaries to students from sub-Saharan and especially Southern African countries to go and study to Cyprus. It depends your necessities, you know. That's why I'm talking to the Ministry of Education as well, but also through your High Commissioner in South Africa. I met her yesterday, actually, and we had a very good conversation in order to put because, you know, the ambassadors, we have to do the donkey work as well.
Of course, yeah.
So we have to put the foundations, and the most important is to give a continuation to this effort. But if you allow me here, culture is more powerful than politics. But undoubtedly, we have to talk about politics, about education, only about this field of about the field of education, if you allow me. Cyprus, since 1974, I mean the northern part of our country, it was illegally invaded, and still today it's under foreign military occupation. Unfortunately, there are, let's say, tertiary education institutions operating in the northern occupied part by Turkey of Cyprus. So it's a very, very friendly advice also to you and to your people that are going to watch this interview, not to go and study in the northern occupied part of Cyprus, because unfortunately from some countries they are going students there. They face a lot of problems, and of course we cannot help them because the legal authorities of Cyprus, the Republic of Cyprus, the government of Cyprus cannot exert control in the occupied part of the island. So sometimes we have embassies saying, you know, we have the citizen of X country facing this problem either in Famagusta or in Kyrenia, two main cities of the occupied part of Cyprus. But unfortunately, we cannot exercise control in this part of the island. So we can do absolutely nothing. So we had various cases. So I repeat, it's a very, very friendly advice to the people of Botswana to avoid going to the occupied part of Cyprus to study. We have our universities, are very nice universities. Later on, I can leave some brochures in case the people want to. And they have all the relevant informations about studying in Cyprus. And of course, we are always at the disposal of the proper authorities of your country, of Botswana, to give them any information they want regarding the education field in Cyprus.
Good. I think we can just hold it there, Your Excellency. We are going to take a break. We are in conversation with the High Commissioner of Cyprus, His Excellency Andonis Mandritis. We'll continue our conversation with the High Commissioner on the other side of the break. If you are just joining us, you are watching The Public Square. Today we are in conversation with the High Commissioner of Cyprus to Botswana, who is based in Pretoria, South Africa. I'd like to welcome you again.
Once again, thank you very much.
Your Excellency Mandritis. In the first segment, you mentioned that one of the things as High Commissioner that you do as part of your mandate is to promote people-to-people relations or connections. I'm just wondering what it is that you are doing in particular in that regard to strengthen people-to-people connections.
Well, during my second visit, because it's the fourth time I'm here in Botswana, it's the only country I visited so many times apart from South Africa, okay?
Where you are based.
Where I'm resident,
Yeah.
yes. I visited the SOS village, and I had a very nice experience. I was quite impressed, you know.
That's nice.
How you do...
In Tlokweni.
Yeah. You do care, I mean, for these people. It's something extremely important, you know. And I visited also the National Museum. They told me the museum was inauguration. So they told me when we're gonna finish the inauguration, we're gonna invite you here. And of course I'm thinking, because I'm always acting as a bridge between these countries I'm accredited and my headquarters, my country. So it would be, I think, useful to cooperate. For example, this is like an idea, you know, food for thought if you prefer, to cooperate with our state museum. Maybe they can have a common project, exhibition, exchanging exhibits, you know, to send one to each other.
Yes.
A memorandum of understanding. Also in the faculty in the field of education, universities. In Cyprus we have state-owned but also private universities. They can cooperate, exchanges of students, scholars, academics. You know, there are many things that can be done.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward, I mean, to enhance this kind of relations. Even youth organizations. And of course, we are going to see if there are some needs, apart from the medical aid. As I told you, we are planning to, in September, we are going to receive even more, another consignment of medical aid.
Okay.
And hopefully, we are going to offer medical aid to all the SADC countries. But Botswana is the first.
That's good.
Botswana is the first. But later on, hopefully, we are going to give medical aid, similar medical aid, to the rest of SADC.
That's good. That's good. And what would you say are your priorities since you took over as the High Commissioner to Botswana and the other Southern African countries?
Well, there are priorities, but it doesn't mean that some things are more important than the others. In parallel, we have to run many things at the same time. Of course, to enhance the bilateral relations with all these countries under my jurisdiction, 11 countries. It's also our community, but this is the third. Secondly, as I mentioned, something which is related with the education, what I was telling you about the northern occupied part of Cyprus. Since we face, not because we face this problem, but anyway, we face this problem as well, so many years in 1974. We fought for our independence, your country as well, South Africa against apartheid, Namibia, and Angola, Mozambique, etc. We are members of the United Nations, and the most important is that we have to fight for the democratization of international relations, respect for human rights, and the most important, because you know, I don't know if you're going to ask me later on about the international disputes, even local disputes. They are asking me many times, what do you think? Well, what I think is prescribed there in the Charter of the United Nations. If you respect the principles of the United Nations, then immediately, almost automatically, you have the solution as well. When they call upon respect the independence and sovereignty of the members of the United Nations and the peaceful coexistence.
Yes.
And this is the most important. What we need is justice, peace, and prosperity. And since almost all countries are members of the Commonwealth as well, we have to stick on our guns. We have to fight for the implementation of the international law and the Charter of the United Nations. No concessions, no double standards.
Good.
This is very important. And the third, of course, is my community. We have many, many Cypriots all around sub-Saharan Africa. Of course, the major concentration of Cyprus population is South Africa. Around 20, 25,000 holders of Cypriot passport or South Africa, as we say, Cypriot origin South Africans. Either they are holders of our passport or no. After South Africa, the second biggest concentration of Cyprus population is in Zimbabwe, mainly Harare and Bulawayo. And then we have in Zambia, mainly in Lusaka.
Lusaka.
But of course, we also have here, I mean, not so many, mainly here in the capital, Gaborone, but very, very few in Francistown and Maun. Hopefully I will visit all of them.
Yeah, you must visit them.
But if you allow me, this is just a joke, you know. I went to, in 22, I went to Mauritius. And when I came back, they asked me, did you meet our community? I said, yes, I managed to meet with 50% of our community. But how many Cypriots are living there? 2. Oh. So I met one, so I met 50% of my community there.
That was a good one. Yeah, since you touched on international affairs, you mentioned, for instance, disputes and what have you. How does Cyprus view its role within the European Union in relation to Africa?
Oh, yeah. And if you allow me also with Middle East.
Even Middle East, we can touch on that, yeah.
And because we are the European frontiers, borders with Africa, along with Malta, of course, and some other countries, and also with Middle East, where we face a lot of problems, you know. We have a lot of problems. But of course, this is the idea. To foster our relations, especially with Africa. No Cyprus, but you know, it's quite different. We have like a debt to Africa, to help the people of Africa. But at the same time, Cyprus was not a colonial power.
Yes.
Cyprus was
colonized, yeah.
Victim of colonization. So we understand very, very well the feeling of our brothers here in Africa. I can say, well, it's quite different with some countries. It's not at the same level with all the countries. But European Union is trying a lot to come together with Africa. And we have common agenda. Democracy, state of law, human rights, good governance, and of course to face the common international challenges like the climate change, starvation, terrorism. So we have to act together like equals. This is the most important. Win-win situation. Today, nobody can face these problems on his own. What about starvation? Unfortunately, we have no borders, no frontiers, everywhere, all around the world. So it is very, you see the climate change, what's going on.
Yep.
So we have to take into consideration, at the end of the day, we are human beings, no matter country, religion, or nationality. So we have to face together common action. It is required in order to give global answers to these global problems. We had in May the ministerial meeting between European Union and African Union, which was very successful. And we have on annual base political dialogue between European Union and member states of African Union, like Botswana, Namibia, Mozambique, etc. And I realized that it is advancing the relation between Africa as a whole, but also between African countries and European Union. And I'm quite happy for that.
That's good. That's good. And on a more personal note to yourself, what has been the most rewarding experience of your diplomatic mission so far?
Now I can't remember something, when you present your credential, it is something important because I represent the head of the state, the President of the Republic of Cyprus. At the same time, it means that I represent my country. So it is very emotional when you go somewhere, you hear your national anthem, you see your flag. And at the same time, you know that the future of the relations between your country and, in this case, Botswana, depends mainly on you. I was quite emotional when I've been to all these countries and I met my compatriots. They are citizens, let's say, of Botswana. Botswana is their country. They're affiliated. They love Botswana. But at the same time, they carry the memories of their grandparents, and they are telling me that they want to keep this relation, with the land of their ancestors, and go and have vacations there. So all this makes me quite happy. And as I said, it's very emotional.
Yeah.
It's very emotional because you have to be productive. You have to do something fruitful. It's not just, I'm a member of the public service of Cyprus, but in this case, you are not just a public employee. You are trying to do your best for your country, but at the same time, at the sake, for the relations between the two countries. What is good for us is good also for you. Yeah. There is no something, good for my country, but no good or bad for Botswana. It has to be good for both countries.
It's win-win, yeah.
It's a win-win situation.
Very good. You can hold it there, Your Excellency. You are watching the Public Square. This week we are in conversation with the High Commissioner of Cyprus to Botswana, who is based in Pretoria, South Africa. We are going to take a break. When we come back, we continue our discussion.
Thulaganyo e itebagantse le merero ya bereki mo lefatsheng la Botswana lo itlisediwa ke ba mmegi le Frederick Ebert Stiftung. Mo dikgwedi tse tharo tse di tlang, thulaganyo ya gago ya marakanelo e go tshetsa metseletsele ya ditlhogo tse di tla bong di sekaseka ditso le bokamoso ja makgotla a babereki mo Botswana. Dingwe tsa ditlhogo tse di akaretsa tse di latelang: inclusive economic development, seabe sa bomme mo boeteledipeleng jwa makgotla a babereki, seemo sa melao ya pereko mo Botswana, collective bargaining, policy processes, prospects and challenges to cover the practice of collective bargaining. Pele diwa ya ilelo, le wena o ka latlhela la gago, le go nyana la modisa le tlharapana, ga lenke le galala le ile kgosing. Thulaganyo e rotlediwa ke ba Frederick Ebert Stiftung.
If you are just joining us, you are watching the Public Square. This week, we are in conversation with the High Commissioner of Cyprus to Botswana, who is based in Pretoria, South Africa, and his name is His Excellency Andonis Mandritis. He's right here in the studio, sitting next to me. We would like to welcome you again, Your Excellency.
Pleasure.
And thank you very much for staying over. Tell me, what are your hopes for the future of Cyprus, Southern Africa relations over the next, say, 3-5 years?
If you allow me, I would like to thank also our honorary consul in Botswana, Mr. George Kazadzis. He's also trying. He's my right hand, let's say, always since I came here. Try to facilitate, my visits here. I would like to thank him and also his family, because they are doing so many things, actually on a daily basis, in order to help me, as I said, to enhance the bilateral relations. For us, it's important Botswana, South Africa, all the countries, and also SADC. So hopefully I'm going to visit, if not during my visit now, the next visit, SADC, in order to see how we can promote collectively the relations of Southern Africa with Cyprus. As I said, politically, in the international arena, which means United Nations and Commonwealth, politically and diplomatically, bilateral level, as I told you, on many levels, through programs, agreements, etc., but also people-to-people relation, which is very, very important. And of course, through many other actions. As I told you, something which is very simple, maybe symbolically, but I think it's quite important, is this visit, for example, to SOS Village or to the museum.
Yes.
You have to start from somewhere, even if it's small or something very, very symbolic. Because maybe it's symbolic, but for some people it means too much, especially in the field of culture and education. Politically, I will give you an example. Mauritius is very grateful to Cyprus because we supported Mauritius regarding the case of Archipelagos Chagos. The Chagos Archipelago, okay? Now...
And what is that?
It's a
Just
dispute.
briefly.
It's a dispute, you know. Let's say remainings of colonialism, and now there is a new agreement between Mauritius and the new Labour government in Britain, and so they regain the Archipelagos Chagos. And when I presented my credentials there, they were very, very grateful because they noted the stance of Cyprus. I'm sure you know Desmond Tutu.
Yes.
He said, if there is a dispute like this and you see that there is injustice, you cannot be neutral. Pontius Pilatus stance, and say, I give up, I don't know, it's not of my business. You have to be fair. Because now it's neighbor's house, next day it will be your house. And this is very important.
Yes.
And that's why you ask me if you feel what was something, a moment which was very emotional for me. When they told me all these things, the president of Namibia, he said, yes, Cyprus is in my heart because twice I was there. A friend indeed is a in need is a friend indeed.
Yep.
When some other countries almost, I don't know, I have no idea.
Bigger countries for that.
Yes, a small country like Cyprus, and I'm telling you, no exceptions, no concessions, no double standards. The international law and the Charter of the United Nations to apply everywhere in the whole world. Equally, including, of course, Cyprus, which is a small country, but I don't know if you are interested about the civilization of our country. We have a history of thousands years, before Christ,
No, you're mentioned in the Bible.
Yeah, even in the Bible.
Yeah.
Even in the Bible. And if you take the route, it's like a tourist route of St. Paul from Holy Land.
Yes.
He goes Cyprus.
Malta.
Yes, Malta, Greece, Rome. And, yeah. The Apostle of Nations, as he's called. So it is very important. Yes, we are quite proud because Zenon of Gideon, nowadays the city of Larnaca, the father of Stoicism, was born in Cyprus.
Wow.
Yeah. Zenon, yeah.
Ah.
It's quite important.
Yeah.
And of course, Cyprus, since the second millennium before Christ, was colonized from Achaeans, Greece, from mainland.
Yes.
Since that time, we also form part of the broader Hellenic Greek education and
Yes.
philosophy.
Yes.
Okay?
Actually,
Because
here in Botswana, Cypriots, people of Cyprus origin, who were here, they were known as Greeks. That's why we used to call them Greeks.
yes, I will tell you, we are two independent states. It's like Germany, Austria.
Yes.
They speak German, but they are two different countries.
Yeah,
Also
that's
Cyprus.
right.
It's one state. We don't have only Greek Cypriots. Majority, 80%, we are of Greek origin, 18% of Turkish origin, and 2% we have the so-called religious minorities, Armenians, Maronites, and Latins. I mean the Catholic
Yes.
Cypriots. And of course, we used to live, apart from some problems from time to time, mainly we used to live in peace and harmony everywhere in the island. But unfortunately, after 1974, we have forcibly, this division, and hopefully, actually, a few days ago, it was a meeting under the auspices of the UN Secretary General between the President of the Republic of Cyprus, the Turkish Cypriot leader, and representatives from UK, Turkey, and Greece. It was, as our President said, a small step, but hopefully this step will lead us to the resumption of negotiations in order to have just, viable, and comprehensive solution to the Cyprus problem. A solution that will guarantee the future of the island for all its citizens, no matter the ethnicity or the religion, as EU member state. As you know, Cyprus in 2004, along with other 9 countries, Malta, plus 8 countries from Central and Eastern Europe, became member of the European Union. So it's quite important to have a solution that allows us to fulfill our duties as member state of the European Union.
That's good.
And of course, about the civilization, please, if
Yeah,
you
sure.
can allow me,
Just,
if I have
give
1
you
or
a
2
minute
minutes.
to do that. 2 minutes.
We have our civil pro-Christ, let's say, civilization. We had the Persians in Cyprus. Cyprus became member of the empire of Alexander the Great, and then was under the Ptolemaians of Egypt. So since that time, maybe we're related with Africa, you know.
Yeah, sure.
Then we have the Christianity in Cyprus. Cyprus became member of the Byzantine Empire. Then Ottoman Empire.
Ottoman, yeah,
1878, Cyprus became part of the British Empire, and we got our independence after our anti-colonial struggle, 1955, 1959, 1960. We have the Declaration of the Independence of Cyprus.
That's interesting.
And of course, as I told you, Makarios, our first president, visited many, many times Africa.
I remember that.
Many countries.
I remember that.
Many countries.
That's good. Maybe then on a parting shot, what message would you like to share with the people of Botswana about Cyprus?
First of all, why not to visit Cyprus? It's a nice tourist destination. You know, this time you have, here is winter, but in Cyprus it's summer.
Yeah.
Our summer is quite strong, you know. We have 38, 40, 42 degrees. To explore, maybe I forgot to mention also commercially, I encourage, businessmen to get together, our chamber commerce to get together, to find out what they can do together, you know, to enhance the economic, the commercial relations between the 2 countries. There are many, many fields, and especially, as I told you, people-to-people relation. That's why, apart from the authorities, I'm trying to go and see some institutions, you know, organizations, NGOs. It is very important to encourage people working for the good, for the benefit of your own country. If you like your country, it means you like the others as well.
Of course.
And this is very optimistic. If you allow me, cultural point. I'm sure you know Shakespeare, the famous.
Of course,
English,
the writer,
playwright. Yes. Shakespeare was inspired from Cyprus. Actually, Othello,
yes,
took place in Cyprus.
And
in the city of the occupied city of Famagusta we have the castle of Othello, which supposedly Othello killed Desdemona.
Yes.
It's quite important. Even Shakespeare was inspired and wrote about Cyprus.
Wow. Yeah, actually, even is it Mendelssohn? I think he wrote a song about Othello.
Yeah. It's also like an opera. Became opera.
It's an opera
as well. And of course, though we are small countries, we have to insist, no matter if you are big or you are small, if you are strong or weak, the most important is to show that you believe in some ideals and fight for them.
That's right. Very good. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for sharing your time and reflections with us today. It has been both enlightening and encouraging to hear how Cyprus is deepening its engagement with Southern Africa, not only through diplomacy and development, cooperation, but also by investing in the future of our people through education, healthcare, and cultural exchange, the people-to-people connection.
And the young generation.
And the young generation especially. That's very good. As Botswana and the region navigate complex global challenges, partnerships rooted in mutual respect and shared values like those between Cyprus and Southern Africa offer a valuable model of meaningful international cooperation. We are grateful for the continued support of the government of Cyprus and for the work of your mission in nurturing these bonds. And we look forward to seeing this relationship grow stronger in the years ahead. From all of us here at the Public Square, thank you once again to our viewers, and we wish you continued success in your diplomatic service, Your Excellency.
If I
Thank
may
you very
say,
much.
Pula.
Thank you.